I love pumpkin soup, but sometimes the thought of peeling pumpkin is just a little too much effort. So this is how I make a creamy roasted pumpkin soup without using a knife or even a pot. This is my secret weapon, my Vitamix blender. Look at this, the soup comes out piping hot straight from the blender. Yum, look how creamy it is, and don't you just love the colour of pumpkin soup? So let me show you how I make this. It's incredibly easy, and honestly it's about 5 minutes of actual hands-on time, so you can make it tonight. So buy your pumpkin already cut in half, just let your greengrocer do the muscle work for you. Then just plonk it on a tray with a peeled onion and a whole head of garlic. Drizzle it all with olive oil and give it a sprinkle of salt and pepper. Wrap the garlic in foil because otherwise it'll burn before the pumpkin finishes cooking. Then just pop it in the oven for 70 minutes and this is what it looks like when it comes out. And all that caramelization you see, it's all free flavour. And that's why you don't even need chicken broth for this recipe. Now this is the fun part, making the soup. Start by pouring 2 cups of milk in the blender. Then scoop the seeds out and just discard them. Then use the spoon to scoop out the flesh of the pumpkin and pop it straight into the blender. It's really easy to do this because the pumpkin flesh is so soft, so keep scooping it out and popping it in the blender until you're left with just the pumpkin skin. Now with the onion, peel off the dark brown outer layer of the onion, which will be a little bit too bitter. Then cut it in half, just using the same spoon, and pop it into the blender. Then unwrap the foil to reveal the beautiful roasted garlic, and then just break it in half. Break it in half, it's not that hard. Come on, break in half, yay! Then just squeeze all that goodness from the garlic right into the blender. Bit of salt, bit of pepper, lid on. Now the fun part, whiz it up. I swear my Vitamix blender is like a Porsche compared to my last blender. It's just so incredibly powerful. I've only had it for about a month and it's already become the single most used appliance in my kitchen. So just keep whizzing until your pumpkin soup is smooth and all those brown caramelized bits disappear, so it should look like this. Then you'll open the lid to hot, creamy pumpkin soup that you can just pour straight into your bowl. How good is that? You haven't used a pot and you haven't used a knife, and it's probably been about maybe 5 minutes of hands-on time. Finish it with a drizzle of cream. And you know, if you feel like it, just a little sprinkle of parsley or even thyme would be lovely. I guess you have to use a spoon to eat most of this, but in all honesty, the best part is dunking in hunks of hot, buttery garlic bread. Yum! How good is that? I hope you enjoyed this recipe and I really hope it inspires you to make some pumpkin soup soon. How many times I said pumpkin instead of pumpkin in this video. Finish with a drizzle of cream if you want. Dozer, are you kidding me? I'm recording!